Hi friends, in our time together today, I'm comparing 8 intermediate grade high D whistles. Whistles you could pick up for just right around the $100 mark, which is amazing. And now when I say intermediate grade, a lot of times you think, well, of course I would love all of them. Well, no, not necessarily. You have to like the tone. You have to like the playability. You have to like the volume. And so all whistles are very, very different with some of these factors. And so it's important to hear them. That's my goal today. Many of these whistles I have not provided a deep dive. And if you would like one, please let me know. Stick a note in the comments to this video. Also, I want to hear from you what your favorite high D whistles are in this range. I'll probably later do, some more expensive whistles, but this is those whistles that hover around 100, plus a couple that are less than 100. So I'm breaking it into 2 videos, 4 in one, 4 in the other. Well, there's a surprise. So the first video is, I'm including what seems to be the obvious choices. In the second video, I'm including whistles you might not have thought of in this. Now, when I say intermediate, you're immediately thinking, well, I buy a cheap one, I throw it away, I get an intermediate one. I buy an expensive one, I throw the intermediate one away. No, not necessarily. There are a lot of professionals that play these whistles, and be aware of that, please. It might be the last high D you need if you choose well. Although I like having a few, a quieter whistle, a louder whistle, as the case may be. The ones I'm comparing are the Killarney high D, the Wild Irish high D, the Lear high D, and before I tell you the fourth one, I need to stop and say yes, all 3 of those are modeled after that very traditional great high D, made by John Synth, and all with slight variations on the tone of that whistle. So, and the fourth is the Shush Pro, which hits a different need in the market, but is an amazing whistle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to minimize, but I will add some comments. I'll minimize my comments. I'm going to play a scale on each, run them through in that sequence. I'm going to play after the Battle of Aughrim on each without the repeats, and then a portion of Off to California. So you're hearing the scale bottom to top, you're hearing tone quality in After the Battle of Aughrim, and you're just hearing me play something fun in Off to California. So first, a scale on the Killarney high D. All right, it's a nice whistle. This variation off of the Synth whistle leans a little more with a little bit of traditional fuzziness and almost chirpiness, but you've got to really push it to hit that. So then for, I don't want to say warming up the tone, but making the tone, I don't know, maybe warming it up. I'll let you decide. Some of these words are just confusing. The Wild Irish high D, a scale. On the scale, it's not that third octave D is hard to play. I was just trying not to blow out my microphone. So yeah, you could hit that easily, even though I stumbled my way into it. Now, so maybe I'd say the Wild Irish has a slightly cleaner variation on the tone. Now, the Lear. Alrighty, that's the Lear. Now the Shush Pro. Shush Pro is designed to be a quieter whistle. Lovely to play inside. Plus it's got great tone quality. All right, so that's all four of those. Now I'm going to start back at the Killarney, and I'm going to go through after the Battle of Aughrim at a moderate pace because I want you to hear the tone qualities. I think that's just lovely. That's more informative, I think, than the scale, but I wanted you to hear the scale. Now, after the Battle of Aughrim without repeats on the Wild Irish. All right. The Killarney and the Wild are so similar. Minimally cleaner here. These were the two I was wrestling with myself when I was trying to decide what my first good high D would be. And I'm excited. I have both now. Anyway, the same thing on the Lear. You may be saying, wow, those three whistles sound like they were made off of the exact same mold. Ha ha, you're right. Anyway, slight variations in each. Now, the Shush Pro for a different but also beautiful tone, just not as loud. I'm hard pressed. I'm glad I'm not the one telling you which one to buy. If you just have one to buy, they all sing so sweetly and nicely. Just variations, and again, listen to them. Now, I'm going to play just the A part of Off to California, just once through on the Killarney first. Just like adding that little ending in on there. Same thing on the wild. And now, same thing on the lyre. Now, you guessed it, same thing on the Shush Pro. So if you're in an apartment, or if you need to be sort of quiet with your playing, the Shush Pro is obviously your choice, but these others are just, yeah, they're just all lovely, lovely, delightful whistles. Now, I want to tell you where to get them and the pricing for each, so that, because that will inform your decision, though it's not going to help a lot because they're all about the same, except the Shush Pro is a little cheaper. Now, the Wild Irish High D, I'd say buy this one. Well, you can get it different places, but buy it from McNeela, because when you first log into the McNeela website, it's going to say with a little pop-up, don't you want a 20% discount? List price is $125 for the McNeela, and I said I wasn't really going above much above 100, and that's because I'm expecting you, if you order this one, to use that 20% discount that you can get from McNeela. Now, the Killarney whistle comes in at $101, and I've noticed recently that if you go to a lot of the stores that they list the Killarney, but you can't necessarily, it might not be in stock. So I'd say buy this one directly from Killarney, $101, and I'll put a link to all these in the notes to this video. The lyre, $103 from Big Whistle and $103 from Lyre themselves. I'd buy it. I bought mine from Lyre, but I'd buy it from Big Whistle simply because they're an outlet for folks like Lyre, and they do more shipping. So it came faster to me for like the same money. That's nothing at all against buying it straight from Lyre. I just think that that's more Big Whistle's job. The Shush Pro, $88 from the Shush Pro website, and less from the Big Whistle website. And I'll put all those links in the notes to this video. I hope, friends, that listening to these was helpful. What are your favorite high Ds in that range? And I've got 4 more I'm going to introduce tomorrow. And if you need a deeper dive on any of these, I'll be glad to do that. But I really, really want to hear what your favorites are, okay? Stick comments in the notes. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, friends.